Hello Leo, Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. Thank you for joining me. This is your Faery Oracle reading for August through to September 2021 or thereabouts. I've pre-shuffled your cards, Leo, so I'll just do a final shuffle, but just to say to the general reading, so it will resonate with some of you but perhaps not with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind or for somebody else. So I'll just do a final shuffle now of the Faery Oracle card by Brian Froud, and let's get straight into your reading now. So we have the heart of your reading, the challenge at the moment, what's in your power ×2, a possible outcome according to decisions made, outside influences and interferences, etc. And then just something else that your energies would like to say to you at this time. Alright Leo, so we have Lease of the Shadows, and Lease of the Shadows comes forward to say there is something that just needs to be addressed or faced from the past. Now is the right time. It's something that you perhaps thought you couldn't ever deal with, whatever it is, but it is. But Lease of the Shadow says, yes, you have come far enough now to be able to deal with this. Well, for some of you, it may be actual therapy or counselling to do with a trauma, difficulty from the past. But for others of you, it could just simply be yourself now needing to face it. You could be talking it over with a trusted friend, perhaps, reading up on a situation. Or just, contemplating it within yourself now about how to move on from this, because when these situations are held on to for too long, then they can hold you back from decisions to be made going forward. But that's just for some of you. So that's Lease of the Shadows. So I'll just do a final shuffle now. To get a little bit of clarity and depth to your reading. Gosh, I thought it was a dog howling in the distance. It's the dustbin men coming round. It's a real whining noise. Okay, Leo, so at the bottom of the deck this time we have the Singer of Intuition, and this is tapping into your intuition, as it says on the tin, really. So this is, what is it your intuition is wanting to tell you now? And this is information coming down for you from the universal energies. There's something your intuition is trying to tell you something, so perhaps it's a time to tap into, meditate a little bit more, and tap into that to get some answers. And of course that's come out alongside now of Lease of the Shadows, who's saying, it is time to look at something now, something that needs facing or addressing to clear the way, to clear the air. What is it your intuition is telling you about this? Alright, at the heart of your reading we have the Pipers and Fairies of the Future. And the Pipers, this is about balance, achieving balance, harmony. Could be inner harmony and balance. And if we're balanced internally, then we can create balance and harmony around ourselves in our environment. So this is the lead card. This has come right out. So there's something very important about harmony and balance for you, Leo. And of course the clarifier is Fairies of the Future, and so this is all about plans taking place now for going forward into the future, not looking back, setting your stall out for going forward, and what's important now. And I think that is linked in with, as you're making these plans for the future, it's about creating harmony, internal harmony, and external harmony around you. So what are the challenges? Well, the challenges are the Singer of Initiation and the undressing of a salad. So the challenge for you at the minute, I mean, this could be talking about your the hoops that we have to jump through. Sometimes it's our soul journey, it's the life journey, journey that we're on, the journey that we're on, then we're having to jump through hoops. And it's the life initiation, we can't avoid it. You know, we have to face challenges, learn from them, and then move on. You know, and some of the experiences we have are very positive, aren't they? We can learn a lot from those also. There's an initiation process going on for you at this time, Leo, in one way or another. If you think of an apprentice taking an apprenticeship and having to do the practical work, the practical learning, and then the theory, and then taking his exams or her exams before they become the qualified person. And the life journey is just the same. You know, what we have to learn on our journey before we can then move on with us in our soul process. But there's been a challenge for you. This process, this learning journey that you've been experiencing recently, Leo, is very much a challenge for you, I feel. And the clarifier is the undressing of a salad, and this is when we're having to balance lots of balls, keep lots of balls up in the air all at the same time. So managing tasks, managing responsibilities, and all the while being very focused on one thing in particular. So being very focused on something, and at the same time dealing with and looking after other things, and putting others before yourself. You know, even though you've been very focused, you're also putting others before yourself. But there's something that's been very preoccupying for you, something that's took your attention a lot, and that's been quite a challenge for you, I feel. Okay, just put those to one side. So what's in your power position at the moment? Well, we have Mike the Meancer and the Spirit Dancer. So with Mike the Meancer, he's very preoccupied, very focused on something from the past. Is very, very, is almost bemused by events from the past, but he is distracted by it. And the thing is, these little faces in the ivy, they're whispering to him, trying to get his attention about something. They're trying to alert him to something. But he's not listening. He's too focused on something else. And the thing is, if he doesn't take note, doesn't listen to what they are trying to say, then they will shout louder. It's going to get bigger and they'll shout louder. So, you know, it's within your power, Leo, to stop being so focused on something from the past. And I think we've seen that with the undressing of the salad. You see how very, very focused the fairy is on one thing in particular, to the exclusion of other things. Oh, where's that gone? It's all right, I've dropped a card somewhere. You probably saw it drop. I don't know. Anyway, so that's there. Oh, well, oh, of course, yeah. Sorry, that's from the challenge, isn't it? Oh dear, never mind. Yeah, so you're getting some nudges, but you're not hearing them at the moment. I think you've got to come away from what you've been very, very focused on, distracted by, to do with the past, and take note of what's happening around you at this time. And the clarifier is the Spirit Dancer. And so this is something about, the Spirit Dancer is about being very authentic to yourself, dancing your dance and nobody else's dance. So, you know, coming away from the crowd and being who you're meant to be, not being distracted by something else or somebody else. And that's what the little faces, little figures here are trying to say to you, to come away from whatever it is you've been preoccupied with, and, you know, start to dance your dance. Be yourself now. Let go of what it is that's been holding you back, But these are challenges for you at the moment. Sorry. I think I need to go and have a lie down. Don't you? I'm getting myself all befuddled. These are in your power at the moment. It's in your power now to lift your sights and heed the messages that are showing themselves around you. And, you know, to help you to be yourself and to be who you're meant to be, to dance your dance. So it's within your power now to dance your dance, be yourself, and heed the messages coming in around you, you know, to try and come away from what's gone, that you've been very preoccupied with. You know, think about yourself now. I think that's what this is trying to say. Or perhaps what I'm trying to say, Leo. So, yes. So let's see what else is in your power at this time. Well, we have the Dark Lady and the Bodacious Bodak. And the Dark Lady, this is about tapping into perhaps the deeper recesses of your soul, of your mind, of your energy, your body, to get some answers. Sometimes it's facing the shadow side of things. You know, there's light and dark. There's always a flip side to every coin, and sometimes we have to tap into what is it, you know, that's perhaps been holding us back. What is it that's been holding you back, Leo? What is it you've been finding difficult to look at and to face? And the clarifier is the Bodacious Bodak, who is the meddler fairy in the Faery Oracle. And he thinks he is being very helpful, because if he finishes things off that people have left dangling. So if there's something you've not completed or finished or faced, he will deal with it for you, but it won't be done in the way you want it to be done, Leo. It won't be done how you want it to be done at all. So there's something you need to deal with so that you can be in control of that. And it's something you've got to dig deep into your reserves to get the answers to something. And it may be tapping into your shadow side, and that's where you've got to go to get clarity, perhaps on why you've been feeling as you are, perhaps to find out how to achieve this harmony within yourself. But it's something you would be best doing yourself rather than leaving it to somebody else to do. So a possible outcome here, yes, we've got honesty and she of the fairy sword. And honesty is the lead energy here, and this is about looking at something openly, clearly, honestly. Don't romanticize a situation. Be honest with yourself. It may be to do with being honest with others around you also. And the clarifier is here of the fairy sword. So this is about taking action, being honest, taking action, grasping the nettle, cutting away that which no longer serves you now, and taking action for going forward, but being honest with yourself about how to do that. Try not to romanticize a situation. You know, I'm just drawn to the large eyes of the honesty fairy, and there's no blinkers there. They're completely open and clear. So it's looking at something and dealing with something openly and with clarity. So So what would your energies like to say to you at this time, Leo? Well, we have the Glaucona and we have the Guardian of the Gate. The Glaucona energy, this is all that glitters is not gold. So this is something or somebody that puts on a front that's very attractive, but it's not the real deal. It's a false image. It's a delusion and an illusion. And the clarifier is the Guardian of the Gate. So something is building up. Something is building up and picking up a pace. Now, once it shoots through the gate, it's changed forever. You can't go back. Alright, so whatever it is that's building up, and it's connected with something that is presenting different to what it really is. Something that's not the real deal, but it's very attractive. It's very seductive. And that is building up. That is building up, and if that is committed to, and as I say, then the energy goes through the gate, then that brings in a permanent change. So all right then. So something needs questioning. You need to look at the small print of something, I feel, because once you're committed, then that's it. You can't go back. So you need to look at the small print of something. It could be to do with anything, Leo. It'll be something different for all of you. But something looks very attractive, but it's not the real deal for you. It's not right for you. Okay. Right, could we have two final messages, please? For Leo. 2 final messages for Leo, please. Alright, Leo, so finally we've got grounding. So go deep and explore your roots, and I think definitely that's what the Dark Lady is wanting you to do, and she's going to hold your hand as you go through that process. But it is about going deep for the answers, going deep to complete something that needs completing. So go deep and explore your roots. And yes, grounding, I mean walking in nature, being next to trees, next to water, wearing deep earth colours, all of these is going to help with grounding while you explore your roots. That's going to help enormously, and it's just something outstanding that needs to be explored now. And then crossing bridges, yeah, so you're definitely crossing a bridge for some of you. It's time for healing, connecting, mending and releasing. Alright, so I need to cross this bridge now. Leave what's gone is gone now. And start crossing the bridge. But of course part of that is dealing with something, that just needs completing now, needs completing and dealing with. Ready for moving on. But it is about being honest with yourself about this situation. As you grasp the sword and take action. Okay, alright, I'm going to leave it there. Leo, I hope you've enjoyed the reading and it's had meaning for you and given you a little bit of support in your situation. But good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.